Crazy? So are you my psychiatrist? Pull the trigger. And I remember just, just egging this guy on, just pull the trigger. What is wrong with you? And I realized that he was just playing me. He was just trying to scare me. And I thought, that is not right. That is not fair. And then it's like trying to get him to pull the trigger. And he's like, you're crazy. The $11,000 I had last was missing, and he thought I stole it, and nobody steals from him, and you better get that money, and if you don't have that money in a week, I'm going to come back and blow your head off. And he's pulling the gun away. I'm pulling the gun back to my face. I didn't ask for a week. What is wrong with you? Are you a wimp? Pull the trigger. And I'm just thinking, this guy is not going to pull the trigger, and he leaves, and I am sitting there thinking, what just happened here? You know what? Because I don't want to take another breath. I don't like it here. I don't know what you guys are so amped about, but this place sucks. Do you know what I mean? And I just wanted to say that to somebody. And is that all right for me to say that, Brian? All right. So I wanted to say that to somebody. And so then I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I don't want to take another. I don't want to take another breath. I don't want to be here. And I didn't realize that I wanted to die that much. I mean, I just had no idea. And I thought, I got to find somebody to talk me out of killing myself, because if I don't, within this day, I'm going to take myself out. And I want to ask anybody, anybody want to guess where I went? Going to try to find somebody to talk me out of this? Sure. Wouldn't that be smart? I went to my mom's house. I know! It's so crazy! She has never loved me. From the time I came out of the womb, I don't know what I was expecting. I go into the house, and Brad knows my folks. My dad's watching the football game to smoke some weed. My mom's boyfriend, not my dad at that point. And he's got this huge TV in front of him, sitting on a recliner that he has sat on for the last 25 years. The shape of his body, and he's high, and I've been drinking. My mom is just kind of, oh, nice to see you. How have you been? Anybody want to guess what I said? Fine. Why did we do that? That cracks me up. I did. I said fine. I have teeth missing. I'm 100 pounds. I'm strung out on heroin. And I said fine. Just got back from vacation in San Francisco. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And so I remember saying there, and Naka said something that was just, you know what? We are so proud of you. And I said, really? And I thought maybe this was not a bad move. What are you proud about? I'm just proud you never came home and asked for money. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I have to go now. And I remember thinking, I just have to go. This was not a good move. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like something was taking the oxygen out of my environment. And I'm heading towards the door, making some excuse that I have to go. And my mom says, I have something for you. And she goes in the bedroom and she gets a manila envelope and she hands it to me. And she says, I went back to school since the last time I saw you. And I said, really? What are you taking in school? And anybody want to guess? Social work. I thought, am I in the Twilight Zone? And I had to take a gun out and blow her head off. No. In my mind, I thought, you know what, if I had a gun, you would not even survive what you just said. Are you going to go to school to learn to love somebody else's kids? Because you've never even said to me, I love you. You've never told me that you're glad I'm here. You have never, even when I sit with you, I know that you would rather do anything else but sit with me. And I can't stand the fact that you're going to go tell somebody else how to love their kids, or so tell some kid that they are loved. And I'm just like, I couldn't even breathe. I said, I cannot stay here. I cannot be here. And in my mind, and I don't know why, but in my generation, we never talk back to our parents. It's just weird. I said, you probably do a really good job as a social worker, and I just laughed. I got to that drug house. There was a guy naked in the living room playing air guitar. I thought, I am not in the mood. And I remember thinking, I want him to leave. I want you to leave. And you can't say that. You can't say, you know what, you have to leave. I can't do this. I walk in the bathroom, and if you've been around a lot of heroin addicts, they slam heroin and somebody throws up. It happens all the time. Opiates just make you throw up. So I walk in the bathroom and somebody had thrown up all over the place, a naked guy in the living room, and I'm just going to take myself out. I'm done. And I go in the bedroom. I throw the manila envelope on the bed. I'm looking for some way to kill myself. I do not like pain at all, so I'm looking for something that's simple. And I don't have enough drugs. I just got back from this thing. But we sold everything. I have enough that I would get high but not dead. You know what, I might be brain dead, but I wouldn't be dead. And so I'm thinking, okay, so I find some syringes and I think, you know what, I'm just going to pump air into my veins until my heart explodes. And I'm not sure why I didn't think that was going to hurt, but that was my plan. And I started to set it up. I saw the manila envelope on the bed, and I wanted to rip it up into 1 billion pieces. I wanted to rip it up until my hands bled. You know, when somebody says, you know, like rip it in half, no. I wanted to rip it and rip it and rip it until I bled. And I thought, you know, what, does she have something in her that's going to tell me that she doesn't love me? Does she think I don't know that? When I was 5 years old or 6 years old, I remember watching The Bad Seed. I don't know if anybody saw that movie. A little girl killing off everybody in the neighborhood. And my mom looked at me and she said, that reminds me of you.